Waiting for anyone, Susan?
Just Rhonda. So I think we
Okay.
can. Sorry.
She can join us.
Yeah, she usually joins in.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so let's just shimmy a little bit from side to side. My ankles are crossed. If you'd like to sit in a different way, go right ahead. But think about your spine and where it is in space. So let's just come into our center for a moment. Ribs drawing down, navel drawing in, pelvic floor lifts, and eyes open or eyes closed. Right? And let's just take a couple of cleansing breaths. Deep breath in, mouth closed. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh. We'll take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. And one more deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. All right. So, just pausing here, I'm going to share with you about the 5 elements. The 5 great elements called Pancha Maha Bhutos in Sanskrit are thought to have originated as the universe did, so they are as old as can be. They are the building blocks of the universe as well as our bodies. Everything is created with different combinations of these 5 elements. In Ayurveda, the sister science of yoga and one of the oldest medical systems still practiced today, these 5 elements are Prithvi, which is earth, Jal, which is water, Agni, which is fire, Vayu, which is air, and Akasha, which is ether or space. The elements correlate with the senses and with particular body parts and functions. Each has an energy correspondent among the chakras as well. The combination of these elements that are most dominant within you make up your dosha. Any style of yoga practice can balance these 5 elements of nature. Developing a deeper understanding of each element within your body will help you adjust to exactly what you need on any given day. In general, vinyasa will increase air and ether elements. A power or strong vinyasa power class, like I think of like forest yoga, which is one of the schools of yoga I've trained in, will generally increase fire and water. Ashtanga would be another one. And yin and hatha will generally increase earth and water. So here we'll go through each of the elements. We'll start with the earth element, which is connected to the first chakra, the root chakra. To feel truly balanced in this element, it's important to feel a sense of grounding and stability. Each movement should be sure-footed, certain, and deliberate. Poses that would be correlated with this: mountain pose, standing forward folds, all the warrior poses, well, mainly the wide-legged warrior poses. As you move through these poses, notice your connection to the earth and how the earth always provides support. As you press your feet into the surface beneath you, there is an equal and opposite force coming from the ground that holds you up. The water element is connected to the second chakra, the sacral chakra. Poses that encourage fluidity and ease, like seated forward fold, malasana, the squat, anything that connects to this sacral area in our body. A back bend like bridge is ideal for tapping into this element. Just like water, you want to let each movement flow. Feel for the pleasure and expansion, the pleasure of growth, and the pleasure of challenge. Each asana is an opportunity to feel everything that is arising in this moment, noticing how easily everything that doesn't serve you falls away. The fire element, Agni, third chakra, that's the solar plexus. And this is core-centric, heat-generating poses. Things like plank pose, Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3, a bow pose, a boat pose, and a bow pose are all ideal for stoking your fire. We want to tune into the strength and confidence stimulated through these movements and balance the fine line between ease and effort to really maximize its benefits. You'll notice that as you physically challenge yourself, you feel an inner sense of confidence building. The air element, Vayu, the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. And here, breathing practices like diaphragmatic, ujjayi breath are helpful in stimulating air. Poses, a lot of back bends are connected to this particular vayu. Camel pose, cobra pose, full wheel, and all tap into the air element. Whatever poses you select, focus on agility, mobility, and a balanced breath in your practice. Avoid rushing or moving sluggishly, keeping a light and easy pace that allows you to stay focused on the quality of your transitions and the subtle movements like posterior sway that is ever present in a flow. So posterior sway is your low back. So if your core is disengaged, you might notice that you over sway your back. If you really tighten your hamstrings, you will tuck your glutes under, and then there won't be that natural. We're looking for the neutral position of your pelvis. And I'll try to remember to go over that. And then finally, the ether element, which is also sometimes called space. This is the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. Meditation inspires connection to the ether element. It connects us to our sense of inner vastness and emptiness. Meditation helps us remember that the space inside ourselves is the same space that exists in all other beings. And it is that space that makes physical reality possible. And so the thing about this is that this is all connected, and we can do a moving meditation, we can sit and meditate, but we're tapping into this timelessness, all right? All right, so let's do a little bit more breath work. Align the spine, engage your core. Take a couple cleansing breaths, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. A deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. We'll take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release. So these elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether or space. Let's take the tongue and press it to the roof of the mouth. The lips are closed. And we'll breathe in and out of the nose. Take a few more breaths there. This is the air element. Pranayama. One more. And then just pause in that moment in your own body, in your own breath, in your own seat. And I'm going to share a quote. Let the fire ignite your journey, but don't let it consume you. Become like water, a peaceful but yet powerful force. Take care of the land, and the land will take care of you. The wind is the spirit. Listen to it, and it will guide you. We'll open up the eyes. You could turn on the playlist if you like Megan Miller, Wheel of Life. And we're going to start in a supported fish pose today. Supported fish pose. Our apex pose is fish pose, the full fish pose. We're going to start in supported fish pose. And if you don't have blocks today, it's okay. You could do a bridge pose and just come up and down a few times. We'll get in the shape different ways. So you're going to take one block on its flat side, one block on its tall side. If you have a blanket, you can put the blanket on top of your brick so that stays softer on your shoulders. Bend your knees. Let the bottom tips of your shoulder blades come onto that flat block. Take the tall block underneath your skull, and let's passively open up the chest, the upper back, the thoracic spine. You could extend the legs out. You could keep the knees bent. You could bring the soles of the feet together if you'd like to open up your hips. Right? All right, and while you're resting here, we're going to talk about the earth element, which is Prithvi. The correlating mood in the first chakra is calm, grounded, safe, and reliable. It has to do with our sense of being, survival, stability, and support. The most dense of all the elements, earth makes up the solid matter of the universe. The earth element is cool, heavy, rough, and stable. It also represents the structures of our bodies, bones, flesh, skin, and helps give us shape. When the earth element is out of balance, issues with our skin, hair, muscles, and bones may crop up. We may also experience exhaustion, weakness, lack of flexibility, and loss of appetite. So let's just take a couple more moments. So relating the earth element with the root chakra, which is at the base of the spine. Take another moment here. And then let the knees pull up. Press your palms down, lift your heart, and we're going to take the blocks and move them out of the way. From here, let's swing the knees back, and we're going to come into tabletop. Press your fingertips, your finger pads down, suction your hands, and let's look forward. And then we'll drop the belly and come into cow pose. Cow pose is the water element. Exhale, press against the ground, round the back, and we'll come into cat, which is the earth element. Move just behind your breath, coming between cow pose, the back bend, exhale, round the back, the cat, which is the earth element, and its flexion. We drop the belly again, extension. Round the back, tuck the chin, flexion. So moving just behind your breath. Take a few more rounds of cat-cow. We'll just wake up the spine. Good. Now come to neutral. Walk your hands out, playful puppy. So your hands are going to come out. Forehead, chin, chest, or throat is going to touch the ground. You're creating a back bend in your upper back. And again, this is the water element. Now lift your head up. I'm going to walk the hands back. Claw your fingertips into the ground. Squeeze your inner arms together. Step your feet back for plank asana. Squeeze your inner arms together. Engage your core. Fire. Agni. Let's take 5 breaths here. Good. Let your knees come down. Bring your big toes together, widen your knees, and sink your hips back, and we're going to stretch back here. Good. Lift your head, walk your hands towards your knees, pull your knees in. Let's sit on one side or the other. Bring your glutes towards your heels. I'm going to come into a bound bridge pose. So bound bridge pose. All right, and we'll lift the hips up. And then release the hands, stretch the knuckles towards your heels. And we'll talk for a moment about the water element and the second chakra, the sacral chakra. Water is soothing, cleansing, sustaining, and nourishing. The water element helps us connect to our feelings and our emotions. Water imbalances can manifest in shifts in the quality and amount of fluids in the body, including saliva, digestive juices, joint fluid, issues with addiction, repressed emotions, or a lack of creativity. Let's lower down slowly, widen the feet, and take a few windshield wipers. So we're gonna drop the knees to the left, pull the knees up, feet are wide, drop the knees to the right, pull the knees up, drop the knees to the left, pull the knees up, drop the knees to the right. This is a really good way to neutralize your spine. And now pull the knees up. Let's keep the feet wide. Drop the knees to the left and pick up your left foot and place it above your right knee. We'll take just a little hip opener there. So the water element, the mood is flexibility, fun, and creativity. We'll take the left heel off the right thigh, pull both knees up, keep the feet wide, drop the knees over to the right, right heel on your left thigh or just above your knee. This chakra, the second chakra, is about a sense of pleasure, flow, and sensuality. All right, we'll pull both knees up and lift the feet up, hug the knees in, press the back down, rock from side to side. All right, and we're gonna rock up, cross the ankles, walk your knees back, and we'll come onto the forearms and interlace the hands, and we're gonna come into a dolphin plank. Step your feet straight back, hug your outer hip muscles in, press your heels away. This is the fire element, the correlating mood, confidence, discipline, and motivation. Keep your breath strong. The third chakra, called the Manipura, luxurious jewel, sense of self, purpose, personal identity. Stay for a couple more moments here. Couple more big breaths. Let your knees come down. We'll keep the arms grounded. Take a deep inhale, exhale, lift your hips up. Let's come into Dolphin Pose. And feel free to pedal your heels out if you'd like. This element represents heat, light, digestion, metabolism, and transformation. When our inner flames are stoked, fire provides energy for the body. This element fuels our sense of independence and motivation. Let's lift the heels, bring the knees down, touch the toes again, widen the knees, sink the hips back, coming into child's pose. We know when our fire is in balance, when we easily tap into all the emotions associated with power, inner strength, confidence, discipline, motivation, and change. When it's off kilter, we may feel irritable or angry, or experience inflammation, digestive problems, or fever. Let's lift the head. We're gonna pull the knees to parallel and lie on the belly, coming into Sphinx Pose. Press all 10 toes down. Lift your knees up, inner thighs to the ceiling, and then rest your knees back down. We're gonna glue the arms to the earth. Let the shoulders and ears separate. Zip up like you're zipping up a tight pair of jeans. And let's come to the Ujjayi breath, so the air element, the Vayu. So this is the heart space, loving and compassionate awareness, intellect, and lightheartedness. Sense of relationship, boundaries, balance, and love. Let's take another moment there. Cross your arms, let your forehead drop, and bend both knees, and just rock a little bit from side to side. This is on airplane mode. All right, sorry, I just want to put my phone on airplane mode so it's not dinging here. Alrighty. All right, let's take the feet back down again. We're gonna press that into the forearms, let the shoulders draw down. Walk your hands back, press into your feet, lift your hands up, and stretch the arms back. Lift the heart. We'll come into locust pose, Shalabhasana. Interlace the hands, stretch the knuckles toward your heels. Air represents all form of motion, including blood circulation, breath, thoughts, and locomotion. Bring that body down, tip your cheek, bend your knees. Let's rock a little bit with the feet again. Open and close your fist. Bring your feet down, press your forehead down, press into your hands. We're gonna come into table and take one more playful puppy. So walk your hands out, take an inhale, exhale, drop your forehead down. When it's in balance, air gives off light and a sense of buoyancy. When it's askew, it can show up as anxiety and indecision. It may cause an inability to be present or create conflict in relationships. And air balance can cause imbalance can cause disruptions in your immune system or hormone production. Let's take another breath there. And then let's lift the head. We're gonna walk the hands back. Squeeze the inner upper arms together and step your feet back. Plank pose. Plank pose is the fire element. Let's lift the hips up and back into down dog, the earth element. Press the hands forward and down, the heels come down. Lengthen into plank. Press the hips to down dog. Lengthen into plank, fire. Lift into down dog, earth. One more time, fire, plank. Exhale, down dog, earth. All right, and then we're gonna walk up to the front of the mat. If you're ready to take a hop, take a hop. We'll bring the hands to the hips and come all the way up. Reach up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Bringing your hands to the tops of your thighs, draw the shoulders back, heart forward. We'll take some standing cat-cows. Draw the shoulders back, heart forward. Air, exhale, round the back. And we'll take the cat, which is earth. I'm gonna change that. Open the heart, water. Exhale, round the back, earth. So the back bends can go in either of those categories. Open the heart, cow pose, exhale, round the back. Back and forth a few more times. The idea here, this opposite action. And then press your hands into your thighs. We're gonna stretch straight back. Flat back for a moment. Notice, does your back need more space? You want the back to feel comfortable, you can go wider. Shoulders draw back, heart moves forward. Go deeper if it feels available. We can put our hands on blocks if we feel like we need a little extension, if our hamstrings are tight. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. So a standing forward fold like this is the earth element. Let's take another breath there. And then take your feet, toes out, heels in. We're gonna come into the last one, the squat, the water element. You could roll your mat up underneath your heels, or you could take a blanket underneath your feet, or you could sit with a block underneath your glutes. So sacral area, right? The sacrum, the whole sacral area, here, this is affecting that area of the body, the second chakra, but also the water element. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Double hip opener. And then bring your hands down, heel toe your feet to parallel. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. We're gonna bring the hands to the hips and come up, reach up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Pressing into the feet, reach the arms up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Touch the ground, step the left foot straight back, straight leg runner's lunge. Hug the outer hip muscles in. You're gonna press to the heel of the foot. Now, walk your hands up to your right thigh, reach the arms up, high lunge. Spin the left foot flat, we'll come into warrior two. So the right knee's over the right ankle, Hug the inner heels toward one another. Pull the navel center in. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Warrior two. Right forearm, right thigh. Stretch and reach the left arm. Up and over the ears, side angle stretch. Now, pressing into your right foot, we're going to open into triangle pose. Triangle pose is the air element, that space. Press into the foot and straighten the leg. Pull the navel center in and up. And this is like a flow, right? So that's water. Now bend the right knee, warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Take an inhale, exhale, straighten the right leg, stretch to the right. Triangle pose, a deeper stretch perhaps. Rise up, bend the right knee, pull the arms behind you. Bend the elbows, stretch the knuckles to the floor. Deep breath in, exhale, turn and fold. Humble warrior. Rise up and open the arms out, warrior two. Windmill down touch. We're gonna roll off the back foot and step in, back foot meeting the front foot. Take a few breaths. On strong legs, rise up or hands to the hips. Palms touch, hands to heart. All right, stay where you are. I'm gonna just switch my position. Inhale, reach up, exhale, hands to your thighs. Let's draw the shoulders back, heart forward. Go deeper if it feels available. Take a couple moments and acclimate. Inhale, lengthen. Touch the ground or use your block. Step straight back with your right foot. We'll come into this runner stretch. Walk the hands up to your left thigh. Stretch, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Stretch to the crown of your head. High lunge. Spin your right foot flat, warrior two. Hug your heels to midline. Zip up your tight pair of jeans, as in blue jeans. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm up and over the ears. Stretch through the right fingertips, spin the ribs up. Now press into your left foot, open into triangle pose. You can just float the left hand below the left knee. Rise up, bend the left knee. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Take an inhale, exhale, straighten the left leg, stretch. Triangle pose, go deeper. And breathe. Rise up, bend the knee. Pull the arms behind you, stretch the knuckles to the floor. Let's turn. Humble warrior. Rise up and open the arms out, warrior two. Windmill down touch. Roll off the back heel, step back foot in to meet your front foot. Hold for a couple breaths. Chest moving towards your thighs. And then either hands on the hips or rise all the way up on strong legs. Palms touch and exhale, hands to heart. All right. Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, top of a push-up, plank pose. Rock forward, squeeze the inner arms together. Chaturanga Dandasana, your version. Come into your back bend. Lift up and over the toes into down dog. Let's hold and breathe. Good. Take an inhale, exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold. Rise straight up, or hands to the hips. Palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart. Press into the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, earth element. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, open the hands, plank pose, fire. Rock forward, lower down, air. Coming into this back bend. Exhale, lift the hips up and back into Adho Mukha Shavasana, earth. Let's just stay and breathe here. Good, look up, lift your heels, step in or hop to the back of your mat. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold, rise up, palms touch. and exhale, hands to heart. Pressing into the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the left foot straight back, straight leg runner's lunge. Reach up, rise up, high lunge. Take the left arm forward, right arm back. Lift the arms up, right arm forward, left arm back. Lift the arms up, spin the left foot flat, warrior two. Take an inhale, exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, hold. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out, right forearm, right thigh, left arm up and over the ear, side angle stretch. Maybe take the full pose if it feels accessible. Take an inhale, exhale, straighten your right leg. We'll come into triangle pose. You could put your right hand on a block or just let your fingertips be below your right knee. Let's bend the right knee, warrior two. Pull the arms behind us, stretch the knuckles to the floor, turn and bow. Humble warrior. Rising up and opening the arms out, warrior two. Windmill down, touch the ground. Roll off the back foot, plank pose, chaturanga dandasana. Into our back bends. Up and over the toes into down dog. As we lift our heels, we can step or float forward, or you might land in Mulasana if you want to play with that. Completely optional, you can be in forward fold. We're going to meet together in forward fold. Bring the hands to the hips and come up. Reach up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. All right, we'll go the other way. Just stay at the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Touch the ground, step back, high lunge. Transition, runner's lunge, transition to high lunge. Take the right arm forward, left arm back. Reach the arms up, left arm forward, right arm back. Reach the arms up, spin the right heel in line with your left heel, warrior two, or you can adjust that foot position if it's better for you. Ball mount to heel. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm up and over the ears, side angle preparation or full pose. From here, triangle pose. Rise up, bend the left knee. Let's see, we're going to pull the arms behind us, bend the elbows, stretch the knuckles to the floor, coming into humble warrior. Rise back up, open the arms out, warrior two. Windmill down, touch the floor. Roll off the back heel, plank pose, chaturanga, dandasana. And into down dog. Let's hold and breathe for a few moments. Looking to the top of the mat, step in or hop, maybe to Mulasana. Don't have to. We'll meet together. And then we'll all meet. We haven't been in the forward fold. Let's come into the forward fold, the earth, and then rise up. Reach up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. All right, take a moment, grab a quick sip of water. And we'll keep going. Water element. Okay. All right, so from the front of our mat, we're going to come into standing seated pigeon. Let's bring the hands to the hips and draw the elbows back. Engage the core. Right here is a good place to talk about, are you connected or unconnected? So see how this is like a big sway in my back? If I activate my core, ribs down, navel in, pelvic floor lifts, all of a sudden now my spine is in neutral position, okay? That really protects our back. Now shift the weight into the right foot. Pick up this left foot and cross left ankle on top of the right knee. If you can, sink your right hip back and let's reach to the fingertips. Bring your hands to your heart, uncross your ankles. We'll come into warrior three, fire. Reach to the fingertips in the left foot. Now soften the right knee and step back, high lunge. We've already been here a few times. Walk your right foot over, spin your left foot flat, warrior one. Or stay in high lunge. Let's take in a lot of prana, focus on your inhalation. All right, the air. And then we're gonna bring the hands to the heart. Take the left elbow to the right thigh, taking a twist. Equal inhalations and exhalations. And then we'll rise up, back to Virabhadrasana one. Touch the ground. Roll off the left foot, swing the right leg up, three-legged dog. Pull the right knee to the right elbow. Sweep the leg up. Right knee, right elbow. Sweep the leg up. Right knee, right elbow. Step the right foot through. Bring your left knee down. I'm going to take a hip flexor, low lunge. All right, so let's just kind of check in here, find our breath. Let's close your eyes for a moment. Focus on long, strong inhalations. Another breath there. And then both hands to the inside edge of your right foot for lizard lunge. Right foot's going to turn on a slight angle. You can use blocks or no blocks. Let's just open up the hip flexors on the left side and the hips on the right side. If you're bowing in and not staying long, you're focusing on your exhalations. I like to bring my hands together and just let my thumbs touch this, the third eye, the sixth chakra, the center of the forehead. So this is water and earth. Water and earth. Let's take another moment here. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then we're going to press into our hands. Bring your right foot to parallel. Curl your back toes, lift your knee, and we'll come into pyramid poses. So I like to make sure my right foot's wider. Bump your left foot in probably about a foot or so. Give your pelvis enough space from side to side. Use blocks if your right leg isn't easily straightening. The left foot will then turn once you've got a straight right leg, and then right hip crease wraps back. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold. So these deep forward folds like this, the earth element, this is why they help to ground us when we're feeling unstable, unsteady, anxious, troubled, right? Use your breath. We'll take another moment there. And then keep the left hand on the ground, right thumb comes to your hip crease. Make sure you've got your core activated, lift your pelvic floor as you turn, and then press into the left hand and stretch to the right fingertips. Urita Trikonasana, fire. Solar plexus, third chakra. Right, and then the right hand's gonna come down. Look at the left foot, let's make it parallel. Step in, bring your hands to your hips and we'll come up. Reach up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. All right, let's go to the other side. Just stay at the top of your mat. And let's take a moment here and work the Pada Bandhas, your feet lock. That is earth element, right? So spread and lift your toes. Press under the ball mounts of the big toes. Relax the toes down. Shift some weight to your inner heels. Lift the arches of your feet. Ribs draw down, navel draws in, pelvic floor lifts. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. We're gonna take a forward fold. Oops. Inhale, monkey. Come all the way up. I forgot something. Bring your palms together, hands to the heart. We need to do the standing seated pigeon, okay? Pick up the right foot and cross the right ankle down the left knee. Sink the right hip crease back. Bring your hands to your heart. Uncross your ankles. Stretch strongly through your right heel. Virabhadrasana 3, fire. Bend the left knee and lift up, high lunge. Widen the left foot a little bit, spin the right foot flat. Lift your right ankle. Left hip crease is gonna draw back. Pelvic floor is lifted. Arms are reaching up. Palms touch, hands to the heart. Right elbow across to the left thigh. Equalize your breath. Lift the arms up, reach up, palms, fingertips to the ground. Roll off your right heel, swing the left leg up, three-legged dog. Left knee, left elbow. Sweep the leg up. Left knee, left elbow. Sweep the leg up. One more time, left knee, left elbow. Step the foot through. And we're gonna bring the right knee down into the hip flexor stretch. Right? Take a couple more breaths here. All right, I'm gonna slide something in I skipped on this side so that we can feel good in the pyramid pose. So curl the back toes, lift the knees, spin the right foot flat, open into warrior two. And I wanna do these dynamic warrior twos first, okay? Take an inhale, exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Now we'll windmill down and come into lizard lunge. Off the right heel, bring the right knee down. Left foot's gonna turn on a slight angle. You can bring the forearms down. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Yeah, so we know that one pose leads to another, right? And we prepare in a logical way to get to the next place in the practice. Let's take a few more rounds of breath here, folding into your inner space. Using your exhalations to let go of anything you're holding on to that doesn't serve. And that has a water element to it in the idea of it. We'll take another breath or two there. Now pressing into the ground. Bring the left foot to parallel. Pick up the back knee. Bump your right foot forward about a foot. Widen your left foot. And we're going to use blocks or no blocks. We want to straighten our left leg. And right foot will turn slight angle, left hip wraps back. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Bring your chest towards your thighs, if you can. And if we get really close, that actually affects the sacral area, right? Too, that chest to thighs, that compression. Same action, seated forward fold would really do that job. All right, let's keep the right hand on the ground, left arm to your hip crease, pull the navel in, lift to the pelvic floor, And stretch to the right hand and the left fingertips. Bring the left hand down. Look at the right foot. Let's make it parallel. We're going to bring the left foot in, step the right foot in to meet the left, and rise up. Reach up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Press into the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Lengthen monkey stretch. Open the hands, plank asana. You decide how much fire is it that you need. Going to down dog, which would be earth, and just hold and catch up with us here. Let's just take a couple moments here and be here still. Lift your heels, bring your knees to the ground, and turn your fingertips, one or both, toward your knees. Sink your hips back. You can put your hands on blocks if your wrists are tight. Let's just take a moment here for a wrist. And then we're going to flip the hands around, walk the hands toward our knees, and come up to standing. And as you come up, just shake your hands and your feet off a little bit. And we're going to take a wide leg, no, 2 feet apart. We'll take a goddess pose. So take your toes in, heels out. Toes out, heels in. I think I said that in reverse. Toes out, heels in. Okay, but your feet are about 2 feet apart as opposed to 3 feet in a wide position. All right, so lift your pelvic floor. Press your hands against your thighs. Let's lift the heels, glide back and forth a few times. Good for the feet and the ankles. Good. Now, bring your right forearm on your right thigh. Stretch your left arm straight up. I'm going to take the left hand behind our back for a half bind. Your breath. All right, let's press the left hand into our thigh. And we'll bring the left forearm down, reach the right arm up, and take a half bind here. All right, bring the right hand to your thigh. We're going to straighten the legs. Oh, thank goodness. Now widen your feet. Now toes and heels out. Let your right arm lift up. Press your right hand on the top of your head. Float your left hand out. This is for your neck, which will be for your throat chakra, for the ether element. Right hand on the top of your head. Let's drop the right ear to the right shoulder and stretch the left side of your neck. Bring the head back. We'll swap that up. Left hand to the top of the head. Draw the navel in. Guide the left ear to the left shoulder. Come back to center. Bring the left arm down. Interlace both hands. Stretch the knuckles to the floor. Thighs roll back. Deep breath in. Hinge from the hips. Hug the outer hip muscles in. Let's take a wide-legged pose. And for more challenge, bring your palms closer together. You won't get as far, but it will be deeper. Let's hold and breathe here. Maybe cleansing breath. We'll let that, whatever's on the surface, go. And then let your hands come to your low back. We're going to touch the ground and go into a wide-legged down dog. So walk way forward. Fan out the fingertips, drop your head between your arms for a couple moments. Let's just check in here. Lift your head, walk your hands back toward you. Let's walk the hands over to the right foot, shin or thigh, and bend the left knee. You'll feel the lat stretch here on the left side. We'll straighten the left leg, come over here to the left foot, shin or thigh. Let the right knee bend and tug. You're tugging to get to the lats on the right side. Then straighten this leg. Let's bring the hands to our hips. Turn the left foot, bend the knee, open the arms out, pull the navel in, reverse the warrior. Open the arms out, Bring the left forearm, left thigh, stretch the right arm up and over the ear. Take the right hand behind your back. You could take the full bind if that's in your practice, diving your left shoulder underneath. You could take a half bind and extend your left arm to the left if you feel like you want more core, fire. Let's all meet left forearm, left thigh. Release the right arm up and over the ears, side angle preparation. And then let's open into triangle pose one more time. Keep the navel drawing in. Heart energy, right? Air. We'll rise up and bend the left knee, warrior two. Straighten the left leg, left foot turns in, go the other way, right foot turns, bend knee, warrior two. Right. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out, right forearm, right thigh, left arm up and over the ear, side angle stretch. Take a half bind. You could take a full bind. You could take a half bind and extend your right arm out. Releasing your variations, right forearm on the thigh. Let's stretch the left arm up, press into your right foot and open, like you blossom into your triangle pose. Take your energy or your awareness to your heart center and breathe. Or chakra. Rise up and bend the right knee, straighten the right leg. Right foot's gonna turn in. Let's heel toe the feet together and shake everything off. Give your wrists a little stretch, a little shake. All right. Okay, so let's come to hands and knees. And we'll plant the hands. Squeeze the inner arms together, drop the belly, melt the heart, cow pose. Exhale, round the back. Move just behind your breath. All right, now coming to tabletop, and stretch your left leg back. Hug your outer hip muscles in. Left knee, left elbow. Stretch the leg back. Left knee, left elbow. Stretch the leg back. One more time, left knee, left elbow. Stretch the leg back. Now press into the right foot. Stretch three-legged dog. Press to the heel. We're gonna in vinyasa with a three-legged vinyasa or the classic. So if you're with me, lengthen here, rock forward. Keep your foot up, you don't have to. As you come down, both feet touch the ground and we'll come into our back bend. Lift the hips up and back into down dog. Let's hold and breathe here for a few moments. Lift your heels, bring your knees down. Stretch the right leg straight back. Inhale, right knee, right elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, we'll draw in. Exhale, back. Inhale, in. Exhale, back. Press into your left foot, stretch through your heel. You can stay here. If you want to take a three-legged vinyasa, rock forward, bend the elbows straight back. Both feet touch the ground. We'll come into our back bend, lift the hips up and back into down dog. Walk your hands toward your feet. We'll take Malasana, the squat, or you could take Bakasana, the crow. Lift your heels, widen your knees, lift your pelvic floor muscles up. Bring your knees onto the backs of your arms or dig them into your armpits. And we could come here for a few moments for fun. Oops. Gotta keep your core activated. And then let's sit down. All right. Shake your wrist off a little bit. All right, so fish pose, Matsyendrasana. Now you could do the first pose we did. Flat block, tall block, supported fish is awesome, okay? You could take a supported bridge. We're opening up the throat chakra, the fish chakra for the final element, which is the akasha, okay? The space element. So I'll just say this before I demonstrate. In the fish pose, Matsyendrasana, if you take your head back, do not move it, okay? Just keep it back you lift it up and bring it back up, because this is the cervical spine here. So we want to be very mindful, okay? All right, so if you're with me, you can do that first supported pose we did. You can do a supported bridge, or you can come with me. Shift one to one side, bring your right hand underneath your right glute, shift to the other side. Give your feet a comfortable distance. Think about your neutral spine, how tight your hamstrings or your back are, or over bendy it is. So you want to keep your core activated. We've got the arms pressing down. Now the heart can lift. The navel draws in. We're going to lift the heart, and then slowly take the head back. Don't turn your head. Maybe relax your face. Take a few breaths. This chakra, the throat. Speaking your truth. Using your words. All right, now lift your head and then let's lie flat. We're gonna release the hips. Let the arms come over to the sides. We can all meet here on our back, knees bent, feet flat. And then let's pull the knees in and press the back down. I'm just gonna rock a little side to side. And then bring both feet flat. Reach over, grab the inside or the outside edge of your right foot, half happy baby. So this fifth chakra is spaciousness, open-mindedness, and universal consciousness. Let's release that side and we're going to do the other side. So let's do the half happy baby on the other side. This chakra, the fifth, the throat, a sense of acceptance, truth, communication, and integrity. Stay there for another moment or two. Now let's bend both knees and hold the inside of the outside edges of both feet, full happy baby, Ananda Balasana. The most subtle of the elements, ether is all about space and openness. This element governs the spaces of the body, including the spaces inside ourselves. Let's just take another moment or two there. And now from here, we're gonna hug just the right knee in. Need a chest pose, need a heart pose. And we'll take the left hand to the right thigh and bring the right leg across the body. And if you're feeling tight, you can put your inner thigh on a block, on its narrow side or its tall side. All right, so when ether is unbalanced, it creates blockages. Energetically, we may feel closed off or as if we can't get enough time or space. All right, let's bring that knee back. Now we're gonna go the other way. The left knee is gonna hug in, need a heart pose, need a chest with your right leg extended. Let's take another moment there. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, guide your knee over to the right side. The twist the other way. When ether is balanced, it allows for clear, truthful expression and communication. Let's take another moment or two there, just that nice twist. And then we're going to pull the knees back in, hug the knees in and press the back down, rock from side to side. Maybe a couple of cleansing breaths. And then we'll transition to our rest, to Shavasana, so the feet can come flat. Knees could bend, your legs could extend. Use blocks underneath your knees or your thighs if your back is achy, right, or tight. We'll just keep things soft. And let's rest here, Shavasana, feeling the earth beneath us, right, the earth beneath us. Notice the heaviness of your limbs met with the force of the earth rising up to support you. Let the fire ignite your journey, but don't let it consume you. Become like water, a peaceful but yet powerful force. Take care of the land, and the land will take care of you. The wind is the spirit. Listen to it, and it will guide you. So very slowly, gradually connecting to your body and to your breath. And stretch out long on your mat. Reach to your fingertips and press to your feet. Maybe a nice deep sigh, a deep inhale, and exhale, let everything go. And then let's make our way into a seated posture. Either drop to one side to press up or rock straight up. You could come into Sukhasana, sweet seat. We did a lot of hips today. You could come into lotus pose if that's in your practice. It doesn't have to be that pose, only if it feels appealing, right? And then align your spine. Let's sit up nice and tall. Maybe let the face soften, relax, and be in that moment. Just your inner body, your inner space. Prachalahara. You can bring the palms together at the heart center. So we were working with these earth elements and correlated with the chakras. Prithvi, earth, Jal, water, Agni, fire, Vayu, air, and Akasha, ether or space. So our deepening of our practice to become more advanced in the practice, it's not necessarily about rocking every pose. It's about understanding, digesting, and having awareness of the deeper wisdom of the practice and how it has so much guidance and it has so much to offer us. If you'd like, let's bring the fingertips to the forehead, the third eye, the sixth chakra. Let's pause here, honor yourself and your practice. And from there, we'll bow to one another to say namaste. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. All right, if you want to, I know if you got a scoot, go right ahead. It's Monday, you're busy. If you'd like to stay for a minute, Susan, maybe you can put us on gallery. Oh, can we go on gallery here?
Yeah, I can try. Hold on.
Yeah, there we go. I got gallery. Anyway, we got it. I hope that was helpful, and I'm glad to see everyone today. I'm on Facebook. I'll post this information. I just find it really helpful to kind of put another spin on our lives and our practice. So you're welcome. If you want to email me, those of you, or you can email Susan and I'll get it to you if you'd like it.